In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve a problem that you may run into when using QuickTime Player to record your screen and your microphone. And that problem is your microphone sound coming out of the left speaker only. Hey, it's Mike with more tips and tutorials to help you create great video for your YouTube channel, your video marketing, or online courses. Thank you so much for being here. You know, QuickTime Player is a free and easy way to record your computer screen and your microphone for a voiceover. And with the addition of some free plugins, you can actually record your computer sounds along with your microphone and your screen. Now, if you want to know how to do that, there's a link to a tutorial in the description. Now, QuickTime Player works pretty well when you use a USB microphone to record your voice. But if you try to use a higher-end XLR microphone connected to a USB audio interface like the Scarlett Solo, you're going to run into a problem. And that problem is your microphone sound coming out of the left speaker only. Now, in another tutorial, I explain why this is happening and how to fix it using GarageBand, the music creation software that comes bundled with every Mac. But it was brought to my attention by one of my viewers that the GarageBand fix doesn't work in all cases. Specifically, it won't work when you're trying to record your voice using a USB audio interface and record computer sound at the same time. Long story short, GarageBand is unable to read the resulting file. So you're going to need another tool to fix the problem. And that tool is a piece of free open source software called HandBrake. Let's jump in so I can show you how it works. So here we are on my Mac. I'm running Mac OS Mojave version 10.14.6 for your reference. And I have this QuickTime Screen recording I created that includes a voiceover and computer sound. Listen carefully as I play it back. So here we are in Open Broadcaster Studio, or OBS, version 23.2.1 for the Mac. And one of my favorite features of OBS is its ability to play back video files. So if you have a pre-produced video file, you can have OBS play it back as part of your show or program. So I'm just going to go down here to the Scenes panel and select Open and have a look and a listen. And as you could see and hear, OBS played back my pre-produced opening file here with this animation and music track. Now, as you could hear, the computer sound I recorded, in this case the music from the short animated bumper, sounded fine. But there was a problem with my voiceover. It was only coming out of the left speaker. And that's because I recorded my voiceover using an XLR microphone connected to a USB audio interface connected to my Mac. Now, obviously, this is not what I want. I want my voiceover coming out of both speakers along with the computer sound. So I need to fix this, and I'm going to fix it using HandBrake. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close my QuickTime Player screen recording. And then I'm going to go over and I'm going to bring up HandBrake, which I already have installed on my computer. HandBrake is a video transcoder, meaning it takes a video file that's in one format and converts it into another format. It's free open source software that's been around for years. I've used it for years. I'll leave a link to HandBrake's website in the description below. Now, I'm not going to go through all the buttons and features. You can do that on your own time. What I am going to do is fix my left speaker only microphone sound problem. So the first step in the process is to open my QuickTime Screen recording inside of HandBrake. There are two ways you can do that. The first way is you can go up to the top bar here of HandBrake and select the Open Source button, and then you can browse to the file that you want to transcode and open it. There's a second way to do it. I'm going to use that way. You can just drag and drop your file right onto the HandBrake interface, and that's what I'm going to do. So here's my screen recording file, my QuickTime file. I'm just going to click, drag, and drop it right onto the HandBrake interface. HandBrake analyzes my video file, and now it's ready for some new settings. So to fix my microphone sound only coming out of the left speaker, I need to change an audio setting. So I'm going to go over to this bar of buttons here, and I'm going to select Audio. and we can see our audio settings for our file that we imported into HandBrake. Under this Tracks section, you can see the current audio format of your file, and my QuickTime Screen recording, if I hit this drop down, has 4 channels. This is quadraphonic sound, 4 distinct channels, and this is my problem. In order to have my microphone sound come out of both speakers, along with my computer sounds, I need to combine or mix down these 4 audio tracks into one mono track. To do that, I just go over to the Mix Down section here, and from the drop down, I change it from stereo to mono. And that's it. Next, I need to choose a video preset. HandBrake will use this preset to convert or transcode my original video file into a new video file with my new mono audio settings. So I'm going to go over to this preset section here. Now, which preset you pick is dependent on where you are in the production process. If you still want to do some editing on your QuickTime Screen recording file, you might want to choose a preset under the production category. You've got Production Max, which produces a high quality file, and you can see from the tooltip that comes up what it's going to do, and you can tell this is going to be a gigantic file, but it'll be great quality for editing. Or you can go with Standard, which is still a high quality file that is great for editing, it's just not as big as Production Max. Experiment to see what works best for you. Now, if your video is done and ready to be uploaded to YouTube or Vimeo, you could pick one of the presets under the web category. My demo QuickTime Screen recording video is 1920 by 1080 and 30 frames per second. So I'm going to go under the web category presets here and choose the Vimeo YouTube 1080p 60 preset. You can see from the tooltip what that's going to do. Again, I encourage you to experiment with these presets to see which one works best for you. Now, there's a little gotcha to watch out for here. If you look at my audio settings, you'll notice they've been set back to stereo again. That's not what I selected. I selected mono. When I chose my video preset, for some reason, HandBrake reset my mix down settings. Now, it's not a big problem. I'll just set it back to mono, but just double check your mix down settings and make sure they're correct before you export your video file. All right, the next step in the process is to give my file a new name and choose a place to save it. So down here in the Save As section, you'll see this is the file name of my original file. Now, if I leave this as is, HandBrake will replace my original video file with the new file it generates. Now, I don't recommend you do that. I recommend creating a new file instead, just in case something goes wrong and you need to go back to your original video file. So I'll just add an underscore HB to this file name to create a new file. Next, you choose a destination for your transcoded file by hitting this Browse button here and finding a place on your hard drive to save the transcoded file. My destination is set to the desktop, which is fine. The final step in the process is to go up to the top toolbar here in HandBrake and press the Start button. And HandBrake goes to work transcoding your video file. Now, this can take some time depending on the size of your original file. So I'm going to pause the video and come back when HandBrake is done. All right, HandBrake is finished transcoding my QuickTime Screen recording file, and here is the finished product. Listen carefully again as I play the transcoded file. So here we are in Open Broadcaster Studio, or OBS, version 23.2.1 for the Mac. And one of my favorite features of OBS is its ability to play back video files. So if you have a pre-produced video file, my voiceover is coming out of both speakers now. Or program. So I'm just going to go down here to the Scenes panel and select Open and have a look and a listen. And the computer sound sounds great. And the picture quality of the transcoded video looks pretty good. Played back my pre-produced QuickTime Player on the Mac is free It's easy to use and it's versatile, but it's not without its limitations. But you can work around some of those limitations with great little tools like HandBrake. Another video creation tool that I highly recommend is my YouTube channel. You'll find all kinds of tips and tutorials to help you create great video, especially if you're on a budget. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell notification icon so that you're notified as soon as I upload a new video. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.